Cartesian coordinate system. So in this topic, you are going to describe the Cartesian system and its parts, and plot given points on a Cartesian plane, and describe the position of a point on a Cartesian plane. It is also called the rectangular coordinate system, the two-dimensional plane, and also known as Cartesian coordinate system or the X and Y plane. It is developed by French mathematician, philosopher, and scientist René Descartes during 17th century. He is also a father of modern philosophy and famous for his Latin statement, "Cogito ergo sum," means I think, therefore I am. The Cartesian coordinate system, we can represent real numbers geometrically by points on a real number or a coordinate line. The Cartesian coordinate system extends this concept to a plane or the two-dimensional space by adding a vertical axis. The horizontal line is called the x-axis, and the vertical line is called the y-axis. So, ibig sabihin, yung nakahiga, this is called the x-axis. Ito namang nakatayo is called the y-axis. The x-axis is also called abscissa. So, pwede din natin itong tawaging abscissa. And yung y-coordinate naman is ordinate. Pwede nating tawaging ordinate. The point where these two lines intersect is called the origin. Ito yung point of intersection ng dalawang lines. So, ang tawag natin dyan, origin. At ang coordinates ay 0, 0. So, starting point, 0 yung x-coordinate and 0 din yung y-coordinate. In the x-axis, itong nakahiga, positive numbers are to the right, papunta dito. And at negative naman ay papuntang left. So, from the origin po yan. To the right, positive numbers. To the left, negative numbers. And sa y-axis naman, positive numbers are above, papunta sa itaas. And negative numbers are below the origin, which is ito. So, pababa. So, lagi nating tatandaan kapag nakahiga or horizontal, that is x-axis. To the right, positive. To the left, negative. Yung nakatayo naman, that is the y-axis. Pataas is positive. Pababa naman po is negative. A point on the plane can now be represented uniquely in this coordinate system by an ordered pair of numbers. So, pag ordered pair po of numbers, mauuna talagang isulat yung x-coordinate bago ang y-coordinate. So, separate lang po natin using the comma. Well, as you can see, so we have here example, this is the ordered pair. Ordered pair po ang tawag natin dito or the coordinates. For the x-axis, the x-coordinate is 4. So, as you can see, papuntang right, positive 4. And then, pataas naman po, since yung y-coordinate natin is pataas and positive, so magmi-meet po yung dalawa dito na point. So, ito yung magiging point 4 and 3, or the ordered pair 4 and 3. Another example, as you can see, negative po yung ating x-coordinate. So, ibig sabihin dito po tayo sa left side of the x-axis. So, negative 2. And then, you are going to move 4 units upward. Okay, so ito yung kanilang point of intersection. And this will be negative 2 and 4. Another example, both negative. Ibig sabihin, negative yung x-coordinate. Negative din po ang y-coordinate. So, pareho negative. So, the same pa rin po ang pag-plot niyan. We have here from -1 down to -2. So this will be the point, -1 and -2. Next, as you can see, the x coordinate is positive and the y coordinate is negative. Okay, so this will be the x coordinate, 3 po ang nakalagay dyan, and then -1, yun, magmi-meet po sila dito, or just move 1 unit down. So we have 3 and -1. Okay, so next, if we have here a point 4 and 3, how are we going to plot this one? So it is very easy. So this will be our x coordinate and our y coordinate. So first is you are going to locate 4 along the x-axis. Ibig sabihin dito, kasi positive siya, so to the right. Then, locate 3 in the y-axis. Ibig sabihin, eto rin kasi positive, pataas po. Since 4 and 3 is positive, you have to get 4 units to the right. So, you 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then, 3 units up to locate the exact location. So, 3 units, ibig sabihin, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So, that is 4 and, ayan, yung 3. So, this will be the point 4 and 3, or the ordered pair 4 and 3. So, dito po natin siya i-plot. Okay? Next, the axes divide the plane into 4 quadrants as shown below. So, we have the horizontal, and we have the vertical, and we have the origin here. So, na-divide po siya in 4 quadrants. Yung ating first quadrant, or what we call quadrant 1, the x-axis or the x-coordinate is positive, and the y-coordinate is positive. Ibig sabihin, pareho po silang negative. So, ito yung ating magiging quadrant 1. For quadrant 2 naman, dito sa left side natin, upper left side, ang tatandaan lang po natin sa quadrant 2 is yung x-coordinate is negative while the y-coordinate is positive. So, ibig sabihin negative and positive. For the quadrant 3 naman, parehong negative. Negative yung x-coordinate at negative din po ang y-coordinate. And sa last quadrant natin, which is quadrant 4, ito, yung x-coordinate natin is positive and the y-coordinate natin is negative. So, ayan. So, mas madaling ma-remember itong different locations. Kasi pag quadrant 1, parehong positive. Quadrant 2, negative, positive. Quadrant 3, parehong negative. Quadrant 4, positive and negative. Okay? Next, if the x-coordinate is 0, ibig sabihin ang value ng x natin, coordinate is 0, ibig sabihin the point is along the y-axis. Ibig sabihin dito lang sa y-axis. Kapag naman ang ating y-coordinate is 0, ibig sabihin along the x-axis. Pahiga naman po. So we have to the right and also to the left. No? So along the x-axis. So kung tatanungin kayo, the location of the point, if on the line, kung anong line, kung vertical yan siya, on that line, then along the y-axis. And on the line naman po yung sa nakahiga, then along the x-axis. So, madali lang din po i-identify. Next, proceed tayo sa plotting. So, we're going to plot the following ordered pairs. So, we have A to E, points A to E. So, start tayo sa A. As you can see, parehong positive. So, ma-identify na kaagad natin na ang ordered pair na to ay nasa quadrant 1. So, just locate the x-coordinate 3, which is here, and move upward to 4 units. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this will be the point A. So, A, and we have the ordered pair 3 and 4. Next, for point B, positive din po pareho. So, ibig sabihin quadrant 1. So, locate the x-coordinate 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And move upward 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So, this will be our point. And label it with B, point B, 4, and 3. Next, for point C, we have negative and positive. Negative 2 yung ating x-coordinate. and positive yung ating y-coordinate. Ibig sabihin, nasa quadrant 2. So, dito tayo mag-plot. So, unahin natin yung x-coordinate which is negative 2. So, we have here the negative 2 and move 4 units upward. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, this will be our point C. So, that is negative 4, negative 2 and 4. Next, point D. So, we have positive and negative. Pag positive and negative, understood na nasa quadrant 4. So, we have positive 4 which is here and move down, we have negative 2. So, this will be our point D. Next, point E, parehong negative. So, locate it sa x-coordinate, negative 3, and also negative 3 for the y-coordinate. So, we have here the point. So, that is point E. Next, if one coordinate is 0, there will not be any movement or wala pong movement na mangyayari for the x-axis. So, ang gagawin lang natin, depende sa given. Kung ang 0 is y, then no movement for y-axis. Okay? So, plot the following ordered pairs. We have now the Cartesian plane. So, for our point F, as you can see, 0 yung x-axis natin. So, ibig sabihin, no movement for the x-axis. Then, we have the y-coordinate of 1. So, the point is on the y-axis. So, we have point F. Next, point G. Our y-coordinate is 0. So, ibig sabihin, walang movement yung ating y-coordinate. Yung movement lang is nasa x-axis. So, since our x-coordinate is 1, so we have point here. So, that is point G. Next, for point F, we have negative 2. So, pag negative 2 yung ating x-coordinate, that is to the left. So, we have negative 2. Next, for our point I, 0 yung ating x-coordinate and we have negative 2 for the y-coordinate. So, that is on the y-axis. But, dito sa baba, below. No? So, kasi negative. So, that is point I. Okay? Now, let's proceed. And please take note that if some instances, you will be required to plot points that are not whole numbers. So, ibig sabihin, fraction. So, it would be better if you convert them in decimals and estimate their location between the two whole numbers where these decimals can be located. Okay? So, for example, I'm going to plot the ordered pairs in the Cartesian plane. So, for the point R, as you can see, we have 2/3 yung ating x-coordinate. So, we're going to convert that one into decimal. So, we have 0 and 7/10, and we have 4. The same with this, we have the point S, 4 and negative 5/10, and of course, we have 1 and 17/100 and 4. Ayan. So, ito na ngayon ang mas madali natin ma-plot. So, just locate in between po. So, itong 0 and 7/10, in between po siya ng 0 and 1. So, this will be, and our y-coordinate is 4. So, dito siya. So, that is the point R. Next, for the point S, since our x-coordinate is 4, so dito, and move lang tayo pababa konti, in between 0 and negative 1. So, this will be our point. Ayan. Next, for point T, as you can see, more than 1, positive, so in between 1 and 2. And of course, our y-coordinate is 4, so ibig sabihin in between 1 and 2 and move up hanggang sa point 4 of the y-coordinate. Ayan, so we have that point T. Okay? Ayan, next proceed tayo sa location of points on the Cartesian plane. Location of points, ito yung we're going to describe it as 4 quadrants and along the x-axis and along the y-axis. But how are we going to determine without graphing? Okay, so based lang po sa points given, ito yon. So for point A, we have 2 and 5. So, both positive. Pag both positive, both coordinates are positive, then that is in quadrant 1. Tandaan, in quadrant 1. Next, we have point B. Negative. The x-coordinate is negative and the y-coordinate is positive. Ibig sabihin, negative and positive. So, that is in quadrant 2. Next, the x-coordinate is negative, so negative 2. And also, the y-coordinate is negative, which is negative 5. So, that is in quadrant 3. So, tatandaan natin, quadrant 3, parehong negative ang coordinates. Next, for the point D, as you can see, the x-coordinate is positive and the y-coordinate is negative. So that is in quadrant 4. Next, for point E, so we have the x is 2, the x-coordinate is 2, and positive, and also the y-coordinate is 0. So understood that along the axis yung point. Next, for point F, the x-coordinate is 0 and the y-coordinate is positive, so that is along the y-axis. So actually, hindi mag-vary yung negative and positive sign dito. As long as pag may 0, kung ano lang yung may value, then yun yung magiging location. So if 0 yung x, then that is along the y-axis. If 0 yung ating y, then along the x-axis. Okay, thank you.